Hello children, today we will discuss about HTML. HTML was developed by Tim Berners-Lee that I told you in my previous video. Introduction to HTML. So with HTML you can create your own website. Its full form is Hypertext Markup Language. And it is derived from the language HTML, Standard Graphics Markup Language. HTML is actually the standard of all markup languages. All those languages will be able to work on internet. The future of HTML is XML. HTML is using for designing web pages, and XML is used to store the data. Full form of XML is Extended Markup Language. HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language. So markup language is a set of markup tags. Markup tags are there. So HTML uses markup tags to describe the web pages. HTML is not case sensitive language, that means capital letter or small letter, whatever you want to write, you can write. HTML documents contain HTML tags and plain text. So now we will discuss about HTML elements and tags. A tag is always enclosed in angle bracket. You can see these are angle brackets, less than symbol and greater than symbol. So in angle brackets we will write the element name. So here HTML is element name. So HTML tags normally come in pairs, like HTML opening tag and this is HTML closing tag. Okay, start tag and end tag. So you can see this is start tag and this is end tag. In end tag we have to put slash also inside angular bracket. So start and end tags are also called opening tags and closing tag. So how to start? Write HTML code in the notepad. Students, what we have to do? We have to open a notepad. You know very well how to open notepad file. You have to click on start, then all programs, then in accessories you will get notepad. Okay, then you have to write HTML code inside it, that I will tell you in the next slide. Then we have to save the file with .html or .htm extension. Any one extension you can use, either you can write .html or .htm. Okay, but you have to give a file name first. Like if I have to save a file with my name, then I will write neelam.html. Okay, there should not be a space after dot, remember it should be .html without space. Then after that, if you have to view it in the web browser like Internet Explorer and Netscape and Navigator, then you can simply double click the file. Wherever you have saved the file, you have to go there and then you have to double click the file. The file will open in the default web browser. The purpose of web browser you already know very well. Like Internet Explorer, Firefox is to read HTML documents and display them as web pages. Okay. So this code we have to write in notepad, this one. Okay. HTML opening tag, HTML closing tag. Inside that there will be HTML head tag, opening head tag and closing head tag. And inside head tag you have to write opening title tag and closing title tag. And inside title tag you have to give the title of the page. Then below heading tag you have to put body tag. You can see opening body tag and closing body tag. And inside body tag there will be the content that you will be able to see in the content area of the web browser. So here you can see the title that you have given. My first page is written on the top here in the web browser. Okay, and then the content you can see the global information channel, this we have mentioned here in the body tag, global information channel. So whatever we write inside the body tag will be displayed in the content area of the web browser. So this whole code, this one, you have to write in Notepad, then you have to save the file with any name, and then you have to put extension .html. Okay, like if I am saving a file, Notepad file, then I will write neelam.html. So you can use any name. Got it? And then wherever you have saved the file, go there and then you double click the file. Your file will open in the web browser. Got it? So now I will explain you the tags that we are using in our program. So these are basic tags. HTML tag, it tell you that from here the HTML code will start. Okay, it describe HTML web page that is to be viewed by a web browser. Then head tag, it defines the header section of the page. Title will show a caption in the title bar of the page. Okay, if you want to show some text in the title bar of the web browser, then you will use title tag. Then body tag, this tag shows content of the web page that will be displayed. Got it? So whatever we write inside the body tag, we will be able to see in the content area of the web browser. Now there are various types of HTML tags. Okay, so I have already told you about opening and closing tag. So the container elements are container tags are the tags which contain start tag and end tag. Okay, the tags which contain opening tag and closing tag are known as container tags. Okay, so here with HTML, you know very well, we can write something inside it. We can write head tag, title tag, body tag and many other tags inside it. Okay, so it encloses something between. Now empty element. Empty tags contain the start tag. Okay, it does not contain closing tag. So here one example is given, BR tag. Okay, apart from BR, another example is HR tag, and one more is there, IMG tag. Okay, so there are many such examples. It will come later on. Now we will study about text formatting tags. Okay, like the text that we will enclose inside the body tag, those texts we will use. So there are 6 heading elements. How many? 6, H1 to H6. All the 6 heading elements are container tag. Container tag means they will be having closing tag also, and it will enclose a heading of the page. Now H1 will print the largest heading and H6 will print the smallest heading. So this is an example. This you have to write inside a notepad file. Got it? This is heading tag example. Okay, so here you can see H1 to H6 various headings are given. Inside H1 we have written a heading and we have closed it. Then H2, second heading and closed. Now you can see there are 6 headings. But how it will look like in the web browser, you can see. This is the output. Okay, once you have saved your notepad file with .html extension, when you will double click to open it, then you will be able to see this answer. You can see there are 6 headings, but all 6 headings are of different size. This is H1, this is H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So H1 is the largest heading and H6 is the smallest heading. Another type of tag is HTML paragraph tag. HTML documents are divided into paragraphs. So paragraphs are defined with P tag. Got it? It is very easy to remember. P for paragraph. So this is first paragraph, this is second paragraph, and the pre is also there. It is pre-formatted text. Okay, whatever format we are writing inside it, it will be visible same in the web browser. Okay, so you can see here this is a paragraph, this is another paragraph, and this is the pre-formatted text. You can see, okay, it is having a different type of text style, okay, font style. Now line breaks and horizontal line tag. Okay, so if you want a line break, that means new line, without starting a new paragraph using BR tag. Okay, because if we will use enter in the notepad, it will not work. It will not be considered as new line. So for that we have to put BR tag. Okay, line break. It defines a horizontal line using HR. Okay, just now I told you about empty tags. So BR and HR are empty tags. It does not contain closing tags. Okay, BR is for line break and HR full form is horizontal rule, and it is used to insert a horizontal line in the web page. So BR, HR elements are empty HTML elements, that is global information channel, you can see, and then after that we are writing HR. Then in the next line, global information BR channel, you can see. So this is example. After the text global information channel, there will be HR. That means a line. You can see here. After the heading means, or after the text global information channel, there is a horizontal rule. Then after that, global information in the next line, below the line, and then after that BR, that means break, line break, and then channel will be displayed in another line. Okay, BR means whatever we are writing after BR, it will be displayed in the next line. Now another type of text formatting tags, you can see B tag. If we have to make the text bold, if we have to make the text big, we will use big tag. EM for emphasis tags, text. I tag for italic, small for small text, strong for strong. It will be similar to bold only. Sub for subscript, like if we have to write chemical formulas, H2O. So you can see in H2O, 2 is slightly below the baseline, then we will use SUB tag. This is not super, actually we have to use SUP tag. Okay, so SUP tag we will use for superscripted. Superscripted means mathematical formulas. Okay, like a square plus b square. So in that you can see 2 is above the baseline. So if we want to put the text or number above the baseline, we will use SUP tag. Got it? Not super, it is SUP. INS defines inserted text, deleted text, TT for teletype text, U for underline, and strike, you can see it defines strike text. Okay, so here you can see the example of all the tags. This is B tag, EM, I, italic, small, SUB. Here this is SUB subscript. So subscript will be slightly below the less baseline. Okay, it is also having closing tag. You can see all these have closing tags. SUP, the superscript will be slightly above the baseline, where after and. Okay, you can see BR is not there, so this will not be displayed in the new line. It will be here just after and. Then strong, will make it bold, big, U underline. Strike, it will cut the text with a single line. TT, teletype text. Okay, so next page I will show you the output of this program. Okay, here you can see this is bold, italic, emphasis, sorry, italic. Okay, then examples you can see. So yes, you can see this subscript below the baseline. This is superscript above the baseline. This is strong, means bold again. This is big text, underline, strike, you can see the text is striked with a single line. And this is teletype text. Teletype, typewriter like text. You have seen typewriter prints in letters in a different font style. So that this is the style, TT tag. Okay. Now font tag. Font tag is used to format the size, typeface and color of the enclosed text. Okay, so whatever we write inside the font tag, and then if you will use size, face and color attribute, then we will be able to format the text. Okay, so the commonly used fonts for web pages are Arial, Comic Sans MS, Lucida Sans Unicode, Arial Black, Courier New, Times New Roman, Arial Narrow, Impact, Verdana, etc. So these are faces. Face. The size attribute is used as attribute in font tag takes values from 1 to 7. So in size attribute you have to write values from 1 to 7. So here we can see the example. See, HTML head, title, head closed, body tag. This you all are familiar. Then after that there will be a line break. This is font tag to format the text. You can see this is font opening tag and this is font closing tag. Okay, and there are 3 attributes inside the font tag: color, green, size, 7, face equals to Arial. Okay, so this is the way of writing attributes. You can see all 3 attributes in a single tag, font tag. This is font tag, this is color is attribute, and green is the value of the color attribute. Got it? So it's easy to remember once you learn all these attribute, color, size and face. The values you can write any of your choice. So here the text is Global Information Channel. Okay, so the first heading, first text will be in green color with size 7 and its face will be Arial. Now again break. That means in the next line, one more text will be there, Global Information Channel. The text is same, but you will be able to see the difference. The difference is color is same green, but size is 6 and face is different, Comic Sans MS. Okay. Now the third text will be in green color, size 5, face is Lucida Sans Unicode. Got it? Now font color green, size 4, face Courier New. Okay, this way you can see the size is reducing as well as the font style is also different. Okay, so that is face. You can see the face impact, face Arial Black, face Times New Roman, etc. In the last you have to close body tag and we have to close HTML tag. Got it? So this is simple program. How many text it is containing? From 1 to 7 you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 text will be there with different font style. See, this is it. Okay, size 7, size 6 and so on. You can see. Got it? So the 3 attributes were used, but all the text will be were in green color, but different size and different font style. Now if we have to change the background color and the text color, okay, see this page is green in color, so what we have to use? Body BG color. You know where is body tag? Inside HTML tag. So there is one attribute BG color. So BG color is the attribute of body tag which is used to change the background color of the page. Okay, BG color is attribute of body tag which is used to change the background color of the page. Got it? So it is written body BG color green. That means the page, the content area, this is the content area you can see. It is in green color. Now the text is used to change the color of the enclosed text. One more attribute is there, that is body text white. Okay, so body text white means whatever text is there in the content area will be in white color. Okay. Now text alignment. If we have to change the alignment of the text, then we will use align left, align right, align center. All these are align is the attribute of P tag. Got it? P is having only one attribute and that is align. So this we have to write with P tag. Got it? P align equals to left, P align equals to right, P align equals to center. And then you will be able to see the output like this. This is right, this is center and this is left. Got it? P align right, P align center, P align left. Now hyperlink. Hyperlink is actually a reference and address to a source on the web. Hyperlink can point to any resource on the web, on an HTML page, an image, a sound file, a movie, etc. The HTML anchor element A, this is anchor tag, is used to define both hyperlinks and anchors. Okay, so hyperlinks are the links, means the text, when we click on it, it takes us to different web page. It can take us anywhere, like to HTML page or to an image, to a sound file or a movie. Okay, on a web page you might have seen various links. Okay, so how those links can be generated, you can see this is example. A href is the attribute, equals to, in double quotes we have to mention the page name, URL of the page which you want to link. Got it? And this is the text, anchored text. Okay, this is hyperlink and this is anchored text. Okay, and then you have to close the anchored text. Okay, so link text will be converted to the hyperlink. So when we click on it, whatever file name we have mentioned, it will take us there. The href attribute defines the link address. Now you can see the exact example. Ahref http://www.globalinfotech.info-channel/ okay, if this website exists, then this visit global info channel, when you click on this word, it will take you to this website. Got it? So here you can write anything, like google.com or any website, your website name or any other website name. You can also write image name, you can provide a music or means sound file name or movie file name, etc. So this is the output, you can see the result of the hyperlink code. Visit global info channel, it will look like this in the body tag. When you will click on this, then this page will appear. This is the website, that the URL of the website that we mentioned in href. The next is image tag. To display an image on a page, you need to use the src attribute. Okay, for image we will use img tag. Got it? img. So src stands for source. SRC full form is source. The value of the SRC attribute is the URL of the image. Got it? That means image name you want to display on your page. It is empty tag, I told you earlier. BR tag, IMG tag and HR tag. 3 tags are empty tags. It does not contain closing tag. So how we have to write? IMG, this is attribute, SRC equals to, in double quotes you have to write your file name. Okay, image file that you want to open. Now img src equals to picture.gif. So here there can be any name like flower.gif or flower.jpg. GIF is actually extension of the file image. Okay, its full form is graphical interchange format. So one more is there, JPG is the common one. Okay, you can download, mostly the files in your computer will be JPG, so you can use JPG instead. You can check it from the property of the image, that what is the extension of the image file. Got it? According to that you have to write. So if you have to change the height and width, then you can use these attributes. So you can see IMG we have studied 3 attributes: SRC, height and width. Got it? In SRC you have to write your picture name with extension, then height in numbers, width in numbers. Now some more attributes are there. SRC we have studied, IMG to define the image, SRC to display an image on a page, SRC stands for source, alt for the alternate text, like if sometimes what happens that the internet is not working properly and the image is not able to load, but at least something should be displayed in place of the image. So whatever text we will mention in alt attribute, it will be displayed. Width will change the width of the image, height will set height of the image, Border also we can set border equals to 1, 2, 3, etc. H space will be the horizontal space of the image. V space vertical space of the image. Align will align an image within the text. Okay. Align have align have five values. Okay. Align left, then right. Okay. Then top, middle and bottom. 5 values. It does not have center. Okay. Align center will not work. For that we have to use center tag. Okay. So align, there will be having 5 attributes: left, right, top, middle, bottom. Now background. So add a background image to the HTML page. So this background attribute we have to use in body tag. Okay. So from src to align, all these are attributes of img tag. So see, this is a simple example you can see. So here HTML, then body, it is not necessary to write head tag or title tag, so it is not written over here. To make it short, we have directly written body tag. Okay. Then first paragraph ends here, second paragraph ends here. So there are 2 paragraphs. In first paragraph you can see img src image is there, of image zapotec.bmp. That means .bmp means this file is prepared in MS Paint. If there is no image in your PC, then you can create it using MS Paint. Okay. Then image is aligned left, width will be 48 and height will be 48. Got it? In the next paragraph, img src, a file name is zapotec.bmp. This all is the path of your for image file in your local computer, in your own PC. Okay. This we have studied in URL file protocol. Okay. So align right, this image will be aligned right, width 48, height 48. So you can see both images are same, but first one is align left and the second one is align right. So it will be displayed like this: align left and the second image align right. Okay. This is simple image prepared in Paint. Okay. You can use any image. For that you don't have to write anything. If your image is on the same place, then you have to write only the image name with extension. But if your file is somewhere else, like this file is in C drive in Windows folder, there is a file zapotec.bmp. Got it? Now if we want image in the background, you can see image is there in the background. You know how to change the background color of the web page, but this is image. You can see there is a mistake over here. Okay, so we have to start, this is not double angular, it is single angular over here. So we have to write it this much. Okay, so how we will start? Body, then we have to use background, and in that we have to mention the file name bubbles.bmp. It is written 20bubbles.bmp is the file name. No, it is soap %20bubbles.bmp. This is actual file name, soap %20bubbles.bmp. This is another Paint file. Okay, and the text will be white. It is given text white. Okay, so you can see the image is having image is there in the background and the text on it is white in white color. So mostly what we have to do, if we are using dark color background, then we have to use light color text on it. Then 3 PR tags are there, you can see in the background. We have inserted one image over here, then 3 breaks. You can see there is space above the text. Here there is a space. Okay, that means 3 line breaks. Then H2 background image. So this is H2 background image in white color. Okay, body tag closed and closing HTML tag. Now code and result of the image. This is another one. I told you there are 5 types of alignments. See, 5 types of alignments. Okay, this is left, this is right. So this one we will study. So img src, there is zapotec.bmp. It's a simple maroon color image. Align bottom. Now you can see align bottom means text will be aligned bottom at the bottom of the image. You can see image, the text is there aligned at the bottom of the image. Now, and in the next paragraph, you can see an image is written. You can see an image. Then image is inserted, zapotec.bmp, align middle. That means this time the text will be aligned at the middle of the image. You can see difference. This text is below, at the bottom of the image. This text is at the middle of the image, and this text is at the top of the image. You can see this is align bottom, align middle, and align top. And align left and align right, you are already familiar. Now one more example you can see. Example of height and width attribute. So this you already understood. It is easy. Height is 20-20, height and width 20-20 over here. Here height and width 40-40, height and width 60-60, height and width 80-80, and height and width 100-100. You can see here. So there are 5 images with different height and width. So students, this is only part 1 of HTML. The next video I will be uploading very soon. That will be HTML part 2. Okay students, only this much for today. I want you to try HTML at your home. Okay, as you all are free right now, so you have to create a simple program in HTML and try to execute it in your computer. Okay, try it in computer if possible. If you don't have computers, then you can try it in mobile also. You will be able, you can search an app, HTML viewer. Okay, and there you will get 2 buttons, source and view. So in source you have to type the HTML code, and in view you will be able to see the output of the web page. Got it? And I want you to try it on a PC or a laptop if possible. Okay students, thank you so much. Have a nice day.